Hello and welcome back to Up the Villa. This is our match reaction for Nashville 2, Aston Villa 2. We will be doing player ratings on this episode as well. If you are new, make sure you are subscribing. Get on the journey with us. We've just hit 26k. So, huge milestone. Get on the journey with us. Smash the like button and comment your thoughts if you watch the game. We've just done the watch along. So, let's get stuck into it. I actually really enjoyed watching us up until probably around the 70th minute mark. I thought first half, that's the best we've played in pre-season. We were very, very good. A lot of good things happened in that first half. And Unai's been talking about his structure and what he wants. And first half, brilliant. Second half, for the first 20 minutes of the second half, again, really good. And then we made changes, just lost our way a little bit, whether it was young players coming on or just the amount of changes and getting a feel of the game. And they grew into it and scored 2 goals. So there was a lot of positives from a Villa point of view. Again, pre-season, the result is completely irrelevant, but we did concede a goal that did really frustrate me. And I'll talk about that when we get to that part of the episode. Right, so I've done my notes. We've got a lot of notes that I was taking on the watch along. So started the game with Martinez, Digne, Pau, Bogard, Cash, Kamara, Onana, Bailey, Ramsey, Buendia, Watkins. And we had a full press on the go with Kamara going up and pressing with the 2 attackers, which I really, really liked. We saw Watkins getting on the end of crosses. There was a worldy Digne cross. The keeper made an excellent save. They then went down the other end of the pitch and had a big opportunity. And Martinez pulled off a brilliant save. And story of the first half is that most players stepped up and performed. Buendia, incisive passes in behind. Bailey, defensive work, very good. Looking a massive threat. Ramsey breaking through lines, getting on the end of things. And I think probably the biggest observation I had from the first half was we heard that Unai wants to get goals from the rest of the team. And in that first half, we'd got runners from players that were going beyond players. So we've got runners with Ramsey going beyond the striker, and running through the lines, which I think is really important. We saw balls over the top from Kamara. Watkins just mistimed his control. The formation was an expansive 4-4-2. So, yes, Kamara was screening at times, but it was expansive, spreading the width of the pitch. Ramsey couldn't get the ball at his feet. Buendia couldn't get the ball out of his feet at times. There was a lot of those moments in front of goal where it just wasn't quite falling for us at the right moment. And then we scored an absolute world-class goal. World-class cross from Digne. What a header from Ollie Watkins. And before that, in the build-up, Onana could have gone out wide, but he took his time to come back inside. Then he went out wide to Digne. And this header from Watkins was just world-class. Like, he gets the power in his neck to bury it. It's a great cross. But I thought, again, there was players that did really well, like Buendia with his defending. Buendia put it on a plate for Ramsey. Great through ball. And again, some of these players that we think we want to sell, fine. But they actually played well. Bailey and Buendia played well. And sometimes you can look at numbers and go, he don't get no assist, Buendia. But he's put it on a plate for Ramsey, who's missed a one-on-one. So there was good stuff there from Buendia. We've got other incisive moves with Bailey to Ramsey. I noticed that Watkins was dropping a little bit deeper and linking up play. And I thought that was a different tactical switch that we've seen. And again, Bailey, defensive work, good. Second half, we had Martinez, Matson, Mings, Konsa, Bogard, McGinn, Yuri, Bailey, Jimo Aloba, and Rogers. And a standout player in that second half was Jimo Aloba. I thought his quick feet, selling players, getting balls into the box. Again, Jimo Aloba slipped in Marlon, who then sort of cut inside and buried his goal. Great weighted pass from Jimo Aloba. And then we concede a goal where it was okay. It wasn't okay, really. Like, McGinn had a man and he left his man to go and make a challenge. That player then sort of run off row. Nobody followed the run and they put the ball away. And the biggest frustration is the goal that we conceded at the end. And I'm frustrated with that goal because it was all of our own undoing. Gauchi on the ball, dwelling on the ball, not knowing where to pass to. And as that time is ticking by, players are getting set and pressing us. We're being suffocated. We then play a ball into Konsa. Konsa's under pressure, little nudge. He goes down. He shouldn't go down. He's tried to look for a foul. Refs not give it, and they've scored. And it's just too easy. And that all happens through your goalkeeper starting off being very indecisive. Now, the goal's not only Gauchi's fault. I'm not solely blaming him. But the fact that we've had the ball off a goal kick and it's gone out to Konsa and we've conceded, that can't happen. And I'm not feeling Gauchi, guys. I'm not feeling him. He's Olsen 2.0. So thank God we've got Bezo, because against Walsall, Gauchi was coming out flapping, kicking, don't look no good. So when he's in goal, he hardly makes any saves. So Gauchi, for me, it's just like Olsen. Decision making not good. Defense doesn't trust him. Soon as we conceded, Mings is straight up to Gauchi talking to him. So you can see that there was a problem with playing out from the back, because we don't play out from the back and just make it up as we go along. We've got a structured way of doing it. And there's players that you've got to pass the ball to quickly. The fact that we don't do that is very frustrating. So it ended 2-2. I thought for large parts we were pretty good. And then for other parts, towards the end, we slightly lost our way a little bit, really. So we'll do the player ratings and we'll have a look at where we're going with the ratings then. So let's just put me over there. Right. So let's do the ratings then. So Martinez pulled off a really good save in the first half. Very good, very solid 7. Konsa, he'd done this twice in the game where he dwelled on the ball. And we know he's got that in his locker, that he bides that little foul. But we shouldn't be going down for that. Pau, very solid. Cash, very solid. 6s and 7s for, probably 7s for both. Didn't do anything wrong, really. We'll go with Digne's crossing, a solid 9. Very, very good. McGinn, game passed him by, really. We'll go with Watkins, a willing runner, could be man of the match. Watkins could be man of the match. Willing runner, and he took his header really well. Had a couple of opportunities that he missed as well. Mings will go 7, really solid. Yuri, 7, okay. Didn't really have to do too much. Game passed him by a little bit. Marlon took his goal very, very well. Looked sharp. Edge of the box stuff, really good. Matson went off at around the 75-minute mark. So that was probably a little bit of a precaution. Onana will go solid 7. Some of them were like just very solid, just mellow performances, because it's just pre-season and they're just getting sharp. But yeah, I thought they were all pretty solid. Rodgers wasn't really in the game too much. Bailey actually played really, really well. Defensive work, very good. Looked a threat going forward. So Bailey gets some good marks for me. Ramsey, I'm going to give an 8. I thought he looked better. But again, missing a few little chances, the one-on-ones, but I've been critical, but he did look better. Ealing Jr. will go solid 7. Buendia, I'm going to give him an 8 because I thought he was incisive, getting on the ball. I thought he looked to feed our players forward, and I thought he played well. Rowe, 6, okay. Patterson, 6 when he came on. Jimo Aloba, really, really liking Jimo Aloba. I want him to succeed. He looked a threat on that left-hand side. Looks like he'd got a lot more confidence as well. So that was really good to see. And have I got Gauchi? Gauchi, I'm going to give a 5 because I'm not confident with Gauchi. I'm not confident at all. So my man of the match would probably be, for the header, Ollie Watkins. He looks sharp. Watkins looks sharp, and I think that's very important. So, all in all, it was an enjoyable game to watch. The structure of the team looks pretty good. The goals we conceded are mistakes, and those have got to be ironed out and shut out. But apart from that, we looked pretty good. So as pre-seasons go, it was okay. I enjoyed my night with you guys watching it as well. So those are my thoughts. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Subscribe, hit the like button, comment your thoughts. Up the Villa.